For almost a year, Good Morning Corner thrived. People brought thermoses of chai, children did homework on the bench, arguments ended there instead of beginning. The garden between the houses became the heart of the street, and hearts are powerful things. But money is louder. One Tuesday afternoon, a white envelope arrived at every house on our road, stamped, official, cold. The land had been sold, not just one house, the entire stretch of homes along our street. A developer planned to build luxury apartments. Completion timeline, 6 months. Vacate in 90 days. 90 days. The whispers came back first. Where will we go? They can't do this. They have lawyers. We have nothing. People stopped sitting at the bench. The tea grew cold. Even the azaleas seemed quieter. I saw something I had not seen in months. That old, familiar tension, the kind that makes neighbors look at each other like strangers. Peace is easy when nothing is threatened, but when survival enters the room, character is revealed. A black SUV arrived one morning. A man in a crisp suit stepped out, polite smile, polished shoes. He stood at Good Morning Corner like it was already gone. "We're offering generous compensation," he said smoothly, "above market value." Some nodded, some hesitated. One neighbor whispered, "This could change our lives." He wasn't wrong. For families who had struggled for years, the money was tempting. Very tempting. The test was no longer about grief. It was about unity. By the second week, the street had split in two. Those who wanted to sell, and those who wanted to stay. Conversations grew sharp. Voices rose. Old grudges resurfaced. And for the first time since M.Z. Henderson's passing, I heard shouting near the azaleas. It felt like the past trying to come back. One evening, when the arguments were at their worst, Max stood up on the bench. Not dramatically, not angrily, just firmly. "You all sat here," he said, voice shaking but loud. "You all said this place changed you." Silence. "If we leave together. If we fight together. But don't let money break what loneliness already almost destroyed." He stepped down and sat. The garden held its breath. That night, I reopened the notebook. The last line stared back at me. "Maybe tomorrow I will say good morning first." And I realized something. Tomorrow is not just about greetings. It is about choices. The next morning, we did not argue. We organized. Max created a petition online. Stella researched land rights. Mama and Jiri called her church connections. The Boda Boda writer knew a journalist, and Amina called a lawyer. Turns out her father had not just left money. He had left influence. And this time, it would not be used in silence. The story reached local news. Community garden faces demolition. Photos of Good Morning Corner spread online. People recognized it. They had sat there, drank tea there, shared grief there. Public pressure mounted. The developer hesitated. The city council reviewed permits. Weeks passed. Tension lived in our bones. One afternoon, a letter arrived again, but this time it felt lighter. The development plan had been revised. The apartment complex would be built, but the garden strip between the houses would be protected community space. Good Morning Corner would remain. Not owned by one, not sold to another. Protected. That evening, as the sun poured gold over the bench, the entire street gathered again. Not divided, not whispering. Together. Peace is not proven in silence. It is proven under pressure. And sometimes the real test is not whether you can forgive one man, but whether you can stand united against something bigger. Max tapped the plaque near the azaleas. "Good evening, Mzee." The wind moved softly through the flowers, and for the first time we understood. The garden was never just about grief. It was about choosing each other. Over fear, over money, over comfort.